Hey guys, welcome to Lena's Custom Creations. Today I wanted to talk about clay. I've been asked by several different people what kind of clay I use, why I use it, and just a variety of different questions. So I thought, why not do a quick video on the clay? So there's 3 different types that I've tried. Sorry, my table's wobbly. And I'm using a new background just because it was cool. So I started with this. Most of us who have children know about this clay. I started with it and I will never use it on a project again. Mainly because on a serious project, it is really heavy, very sticky, and I put everything in like little Ziploc bags and even saran wrap it so that way it stays as moist as possible. It is just very messy, very heavy, very dense, and it breaks. It's almost like a thick porcelain. Here's some examples that I've made, like the teeth and stuff. Oops. And I mean, you can kind of hear it. Pretty hard. I mean, it is great. It dries very smoothly. This was a mimic tongue I made. So I mean, in that aspect, it's pretty cool. I've used it for like ring holders or stands or something like that. In that case, it's nice because it looks more adulty, but I would not use it. I used it also as my mimic inside of a box, my mimic mouth, and it shrunk a lot, which is why it slipped right out. As you can see, it's very brittle, you know, I mean, kind of brittle. I wouldn't sell this to somebody. Again, this was like, if I might use this for like myself. It cracked. I don't know if you can see some of that. This black and white thing might not work. So again, it shrinks, and it's not gonna work for my mimic boxes, but you know, I guess if you wanted like a really hard ashtray or something. Again, if I drop that, I'm pretty sure it would break. So next, I use this clay. I love this clay. It is awesome. It's meant for making flowers, so it's very pliable. I made a few things out of it. I made this tooth to show you guys. It's kind of see-through, which is super cool. Let me show you. Here's the light. I don't know if this is working, but it's just got a really cool, like, almost like a tooth kind of color to it. As you can see, it's a little pliable, right? It doesn't break, which is great, because if I drop it, or if I have to move some pieces around, or anything. I did make this yesterday, so it's still drying a little bit. But again, super cool. I really like it. You can see the color difference compared to the hard clay versus this one, maybe. Anyways, really, really, really love this clay. It makes the teeth, again, whatever parts I don't color, just more realistic. I like it. It's very lightweight. I mean, this is very, very lightweight stuff. And it's not very sticky. So here's what I have. I'm going to make some teeth later. It's not sticky, which is great, so I can work on this and also do other stuff at the same time. When you add water, obviously any clay is going to be more wet because you just added water, but for the most part, on a scale of like sticky substances, this stuff is great. I really like it. And like I said, it's for the amount of weight it is, or how much quantity you're getting, very, very light. Next, I have Premier. Oh, and this stuff does not shrink very much. Again, which is why I use it in my mimic box. This stuff, even more lightweight. It's literally a lightweight stone clay. Also, not very, I was supposed to open this and forgot. Not very wet at all. Let me, one thing. Okay, I opened up the package. Super lightweight. Again, it's a little, you can't really tell, it's a little wet, but I'd say it's just because it's like, I don't know, it's wet, but it doesn't really stick to my hands, if that makes sense. So I'm okay with that. I don't have to wash my hands immediately after touching this. I can put it down and be okay with, you know, scratching my face or, you know, not worrying about anything getting all over it. Again, the stuff is super soft, super lightweight, feels great. I personally have not used this in a Mimic box yet. I will be doing that today to try it out. With that being said, I have made some teeth already out of it, and it, like, definitely dries like, I guess, like clay, like, if that makes sense. Like, it's not as smooth as this tooth, from the Nara clay. Like, this is like smooth, it looks like a tooth. I don't have to do anything to it. This one looks like a dry clay. Like, it's not smooth, it's matte. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. It's definitely a matte finish. So I'm going to play around with it, see how it works with painting. Worst case scenario, I will have to varnish it before I paint because I really love that smooth painting on smooth surfaces. So I don't know if it shrinks yet, but it's also, this stuff is not pliable at all. So again, this stuff, if I have to bend it at any at any point, it's just gonna break. But again, super lightweight. Like, you know, it sounds, I guess, like porcelain, but I mean, this stuff is like feather light. So I mean, I like it. I'll let you know what I think of it after I use it in a Mimic box. I'm using it on one of my larger Mimic boxes because the clay, if you're gonna be filling up a whole box, is really heavy. The box itself is real wood, so it's gonna be even more heavy. So I'm gonna try this. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it doesn't shrink. I'll let you guys know. But otherwise, those are my 3 clay suggestions. And if you have any questions or have any projects that you've used these with, let me know. Otherwise, have a great day, guys.